Hello everyone and welcome to Tanchaz Talk, the world's only English language program focusing primarily on Hungarian folk music. I am your host, as always, Kalman Magyar Öcsi, coming to you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, in the Toronto offices of Magyar, Bogle and O'Hara, the great law firm here in Toronto. And I am very pleased to be back with another very simple, old school music and stories episode. And today I'd like to take you to some bootleg recordings of the very recently completed 3-day tour of our very own Gyanta Hungarian Folk Band with special guests. Gyanta, of course, made up of musicians from stretching from Toronto, St. Catharines, Montreal, and Alexandria, Ontario as well. And we were very, very fortunate to be able to take the stage again after a year and a half of COVID shutdown, no live music anywhere in terms of any, at least in Hungarian kind of stuff going on. But on September 9, September 10, and September 11, we made our great comeback in what we called the Herd Immunity Tour. We ended up spelling that both ways, H-E-R-D, of course, and H-E-A-R-D as well. Quite candidly, we weren't sure what to expect, but we had a very, very nice tour. September 9th, we were at Drom, Taberna in Toronto. September 10, we were at the Ottawa Hungarian House. And September 11, we were in Montreal at the La Petite Marche, it's called, a nice little club there, a nice big club there actually. So I'd like to take to some of these some of the music that I know many of you had to miss it. Of course, everybody was wondering, hey, when are you coming to my city? Well, this is your chance to kind of get caught up on what you missed musically. And right away, let's go right to this was La Petite Marche on in Montreal. This is our Not Sure You set that we played with our special guest there, Jessica Gall. Jessica Gall, great violinist from Montreal. Let's listen to some of this. A very bootleg recording. I just put my phone in front of the band, my iPhone, and I pressed record on the I guess it's called the voice message or voice control or voice recording. So it's like no EQ, nothing. It's just what you see is what you hear is what you get in terms of the iPhone. So anyway, it's still not bad. Petite Marche, great club there. They'll feature jazz, they'll feature world music, folk music, anything in between. And it was a 2 to 5 p.m. In the afternoon gig, so it's kind of subdued. But it was a pretty good sound system, very nice setting, and we had a nice time. There was some dancing as well, some of which we'll hear a bit later. I'm not sure you're always beautiful. And it was really fun to play this one with Jessica Gall. I'll never forget Székely Levente when I interviewed him for the podcast last year. Talked about the music of Not Sure You, and he called it the highest form of chamber music. So we tried to emulate that to the extent possible in this quartet setup we had. with Jessica, myself, Levi Gorda on the viola and contra, and Attila Krasnai on the bass. Pretty tight, yes. You might ask, okay, so what was that like after a year and a half of not playing together? How did you guys prepare for this tour? And basically, we had discussed the set list a couple of weeks before, exchanged some ideas among the band, and then brought in our guest artist as well to share some ideas, potentially, what they had in mind. A week before the gig, I recorded some of the lead violin part just so people would hear the melodies and could practice on top of them. And then we basically got together right here in Magyar Boglón office at 4 o'clock on the Tuesday, excuse me, the Thursday, right? The first gig, a couple hours before the first gig in Toronto, and we did a rehearsal. But I was very nervous here because it is an office building, so I was like, we have to practice quietly. And I think some of the sounds crept over. I know one neighbor, the HR guy across the way here and across the hallway came in and really liked the music, and he's like, great stuff, and I told him to come tonight, but he couldn't. But anyway, that's a kind of awkward first practice there. And then we always rehearse before each gig in Ottawa and then in Montreal as well, just to clean up the act, so to speak, and to bring in our guest artist. Nutshell with Jessica Gall on the violin together with me in Montreal at La Petite Marche. It was really nice to reconnect with Jessica after all these years of not playing together. And this is from Ottawa the night before with Sergiu Popa. Clips from his little solo, little concert we played before the Tanchaz. of the greatest accordionists I know and the world knows, Sergiu Popa from Moldova. Wonderful Drom accordion artists. Told him, hey, Sergiu, just play a little short intro. Doesn't take much to encourage him. Boy, it's beautiful. Here we go. Oh. The Ottawa Hungarian House has never heard this good Romanian music ever, I'm sure about that. Sergiu, a wonderful musician, and we just had so much fun. There was a little kids Tanchaz, and we played a little concert here, and then we played a little short concert, and then the adult Tanchaz as well. Piece that Sergiu composed. His own little style here on Transylvanian Vojda Szent Iványi. Forgatos. Hey, a little viola offside. And it was funny because we didn't know what to expect at each gig. You know, would people be dancing? Would they not? Would they be wearing masks? Would they not? Would they be able to touch or stand in a circle? You know, we never knew. So we had to play a lot of this by ear. And that's one little frustrating thing about playing during a pandemic is you don't know what quite to expect. Of course, everything worked out fine. And some of this Ottawa Hungarian House gig turned out to be more of a people listening in the beginning, and then as the alcohol increased, so did people's ability to dance. Go figure. Uh-oh, that's me. Uh-oh. It's tough to match Sergiu.
Sergiu Popa.
Sergiu Popa, yes, indeed. Wonderful accordionist. Love playing with that guy. This is now, I think, yeah, this is Dobi Gobi. Dobi Gabor was with us dancing mostly, but we also featured him on some Moldva music. And this is him in Ottawa, helped out by Sergiu and the rest of the band. And this is him playing the Tilinko and then the Furuya. Nice little Tilinko solo by Gabor Dobi from Toronto. It's great to see the Ottawa Hungarian House still in very good shape. I haven't been there since I toured with Tilinko Folk Band. I toured with Tilinko from Székesfehérvár back in 1990 there, so that's how long I haven't been there. Amazing. It looks beautiful. Hungarian House of Ottawa. Hungarian, or a cultural center, I think it's called. Nice work by Attila, our bassist, formerly of Tilinko. Oh. Yeah, now Gobi takes over the furuya here. Play the shepherd's flute. C7, of course, leads to C. Inside joke for musicians. Let him, ho! Said you had to do that there, yes. Always a surprise with Sergiu. Go Gobi. Let him, side. Oh, little pitchy by me. Sorry, guys. Rusty.
Dobi Gabor.
Indeed, Dobi Gabor. Nice crowd in Ottawa there. This is a nice Gyimesi featuring Sylvie Paquet-Fritsch on the ütőgardon, and sings a nice solo as well. And this is one of those dance numbers where Dobi Gobi was dancing with Jessica Paulus. Beautiful music from the Carpathian Mountains, featuring the ütőgardon, or the percussive cello, an instrument only found in that region of the world. This is on Sunday or Saturday at La Petite Marche in Montreal. This was the best dance floor for Gubby and Jessica and Sylvia as well when they danced, because on Thursday at Drom Taberna they were dancing on the sidewalk. Friday it was very slippery, the floor in Ottawa, a new floor there, new wood floor. But at La Petite Marche it was pretty decent. Sorry about the boom, if you're hearing a boom on your end. I can't EQ that out from this bootleg, so just reduce your bass on your side if you're listening to this so you could enjoy it fully. Sang that and played it at the same time, kids. Don't try that at home. That is a gimeshi, tightrope act. Very difficult to pull off. Well done, Sylvie. I'll be knocking the plaster off the walls. Uh-oh, hope he's okay. En français, s'il vous plaît. He just wanted to keep dancing, that guy. No, I cut him off. That was enough. From Bobby G and Jessica dancing, Sylvie Paquette doing a nice job on the singing and the ütőgardon. This is towards the end of the night in Ottawa. Things were getting a little out of control, and playing some nice fast tempo gypsy music, Roma music from Transylvania with Sergiu Popa. And of course you hear another violin there, and that's Jozsef Horvath from Carleton Place, Ottawa area in Ontario. great violinist, and he was with us from day one during the 3-day tour. Unfortunately, of course, we're missing Kocsis Bondi to Australia for a few years now. But Horvath Józsi Bácsi stayed with us the whole time, lending a very important supporting second fiddle role there for us. So it was nice to have him on board as well. As far as I know, this was really the first, at least, multi-city tour of Hungarian folk music in the US or Canada, particularly in Canada, I could speak for, since the pandemic. So it was nice to kind of kick that off and be on the forefront of that as a band, and hopefully this will just continue from here on in. Whoa! Sergiu taking the role of the big orchestra there. Insulted if you dance right now as you're listening to this. Little csingerálás. It started kind of kalotaszegi feeling and has gone over into some szászcsávás, örköi kind of stuff here. Yeah, definitely szászcsávás. Here, up, up, up. Also have Mike Pratt in the audience, and he joined us. Mike Pratt joined us for on the kontra for the Palatkai in Ottawa, which was great. Starting to get all the musicians with all the rust in their fingers to come back post-pandemic. Let's get going, guys. Keep playing. Whoa, major 7, major 7, major 7 alert. Sergiu knocking it around after the game's over, knocking the ball around. Oh, Invirtita. Oh, this is from our little Kalotaszeg set at La Petite Marche together with 3 violins on this, myself and Jozsi and Jessica Gal. And this was one of those gigs, I wasn't sure what to do. Is it going to be a Tanchaz? Is it going to be a concert? What's going to go on? And it turned out to be a concert mostly, but then the third set, towards the end, we played there for 3 hours, and by the end, we had everybody up and dancing, Koltasegi and as well as Mezőségi, Palotkoi. Jessica Gal, solo. Tutti frutti! Oh. Somebody said legényes. Go, Jesse! Great to have my daughter Chenga in the audience for this one. Started her studies at McGill University a couple of weeks ago, so she was there with a friend of hers. Montreal, one of the great cities of the world. Gubby, I can hear that. Oh. After the Ottawa gig, we slept over at Gorda's house, the Gorda Polus household in Montreal, and started the morning with a beautiful breakfast and Montreal bagels that Jessica Gal brought us for the rehearsal. A real Montreal treat. I think Gubby did some acrobatics there. Oh, I cut off the csúlyogatás there. Sorry, Jessica Paulus. She kept yelling after the show was over. Jessica Paulus. Széki song.
Hogyha magát már odafent kísírta, s hogyha magát már odafent kísírta.
Episode featuring music of Sake a couple of months ago. Check that out. And big Saxon influence there in that city, or small city, big village. And of course Jessica Paulus has the Saxon origin from her family as well. So nice job singing Búza közé, one of my favorites from Sake. This is Verbuk from Sake. Work on the bass by Attila. I always channel my great mentor and master, the late Halmos Béla, every time I play this in my head. The nice Saxon influence from Sake, a polka, like a polka almost, but they call it polka with a R, like the movie Porky's, except totally different. And after this we'll hear the Hétlépish, the 7-step, again a very Saxon German influenced dance from Sake. This is from La Petite Marche in Montreal, Gyanta Live. Work by Levi Gordon Contra, my good buddy. Hello. Someone's singing in the back there. A lot of bow throwing in this. Nice Sikh trio there. Old classic Gyanta setup. Oh, this takes us back to Ottawa. From the Tanchaz Moldvoi. People wearing masks and dancing. Good for them. Kudos to all our brave dancers dancing in the sweaty mess with their masks on. So this whole tour started with our invitation to play at Drom Taberna on Thursday, September 9, 2021, as part of the Block BLOK music series curated by our good friend Mark Marchik from the Lemon Bucket Orchestra. Mark, of course, was a guest already on this podcast. We had a nice interview with him several months ago. Make sure you check that out. So we decided to add a couple of dates onto that one in the form of Ottawa and Montreal. And the Toronto gig was at Drom Taberna was a pass the hat kind of thing, and I'm going to play you a wonderful intro before our last number there. The owner of, or one of the partners and founders of Drom Taberna, as well as La Palette, the restaurant, Shamez Amlani, gave a wonderful speech. So did others, Mark included there, but I wanted to feature this one, and this is on Facebook because this was streamed live. And so after this Hoina's over, I'll play that for you before we go into our last Palotkoi. Wow. Wow, that was fun. Very nice. So that's, I'm going to play you now. This was on the street. These guys did not need a mic who made these introductions. And this was Shamez Amlani, again, founder of La Palette, their great restaurant in Toronto on Queen Street, and Drom Taberna, right off Queen Street where we played. Listen to him talk about the passion and talk about the music and what this whole Drom Taberna and these Thursday night live music series meant to him and to the folks at that restaurant.
Please, I would like you all to wish a very, very sincere Köszönöm szépen to Gyanta! Köszönöm szépen! Now, as you may or may not know, Drom is an Eastern European tavern, and our soul is based in that part of the world. The geography, the lands that stretch from the Baltic to the Balkans to the Black Sea is our inspiration. And at the same time, we live in this beautiful multicultural city of Toronto, where we wanted to have a music venue dedicated to world music, to live music, every fucking day of the week.
Yeah, it's not safe for work. Sorry. I tucked the kids in.
We wanted to make a place that keeps Queen Street Queen. We love this neighborhood. So, this is a place where you will hear music. You will hear music that you will not hear in other places. You will hear Balkan music, gypsy music. You will hear folk music from Eastern Europe. You will hear Afro-Brazilian, New Orleans, Colombian music. You will hear Arabic jazz. You will hear Madagascar blues. But today, you are hearing something incredible. A rare chance to hear something you will not hear in any bar in North America. Thank you so much for sharing your talent. We have been living together through dark, dark times, and we don't know what dark times lie ahead. We only live one day at a time now. Don't think about tomorrow. Tonight, we are here to eat, to drink, to dance. The way you can support this venue, Drom Taberna, is to eat until your belly is full and drink till your liver is throbbing. Please do that. Please do that. And the way you can support art and culture and music, the way you can support these incredible people who are sharing their massive talent with us, is to empty your pockets into this bucket. Now, we do have a Marxist door policy, and that means if you're broke, if you're poor, if you yourself are an artist that is having a hard time paying your rent and putting food on your table, we understand that. But if you work hard in your life and you understand how effortless these guys make what they're doing look, but they're also working hard and have dedicated their life to music, then please open your heart and your wallet as well. Empty your pockets into this bucket. Please give it up for these guys. One more song, yes?
Yes!
Thank you.
Nice. Well, that's a speech. I don't even know what to say. So this is in Toronto, September 9 at Drom Taberna 2021. Herd Immunity Tour. This is the night that actually kicked it off. And this was our last number that night. And if you want to check it out, you can go on Facebook and search Block Series, BLOK, and you can watch the whole concert live streamed. And you could watch the mysterious dancer behind the band, actually. She was dancing on the street all night. Now some people got up and danced at this point, which was very nice. Some of our friends from Kodai and from the local Hungarian community were dancing at the end here. Sing along. If you like this episode, and if you didn't, make sure you check out my YouTube channel. It's just on YouTube, search Tanchaz Talk, and you can subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And I also encourage you to check out the Tanchaz Talk interview series, which is available in podcast form. All you need to do is go to any popular podcast platform such as Spotify, Google, or Apple Podcasts, and the like. And all you gotta do is search Tanchaz Talk and then subscribe, so you get all the interview series. And you could also check out the website tanchaz.com for more information about the show, and also any episodes you can download from there and just listen to. So, and thank you so much for sharing this herd immunity tour with Gyanta and our special friends. I'll be doing an introduction, I guess, on this video here at the end of everybody once again. But special thanks to Sergiu Popa for joining us in Ottawa, and for Jessica Gal for joining us in Montreal. It was really a wonderful 3 days to spend together and make music again after such a long time. And I hope to make music for you together with my friends at Gyanta in the next few months, whenever we can see each other.
A big hand for our bass player Attila Krasnai from St. Catharines. On the viola, the contra here from Transylvania, Levi Garda from Montreal. Our wonderful dancer Gabor Dobi over there from Downsview, Toronto. From Alexandria, Ontario, our beautiful multi-talented singer, musician, dancer Sylvie Paquet-Fritsch. Singing and dancing as well, the gorgeous Jessica Paulus. My good friend from Ottawa, Ontario, Carlton Place, Jozsef Horvath Jozsi on the violin. I'm Kalman Magyar from Toronto. Thank you very much for coming tonight. Thank you for Drom Taberna. Thank you, and be there next week for the big festival next week. We hope to see you there. One last time, Transylvanian Mezushigi!